Alright, so before I get this video started and before I can get on with my day, which will involve going to Cuca Lake, which I'm really excited for, I'm already dressed in my swim trunks. Anyway, right, so my low, my high, and my act of kindness. Well, okay, the low is just so ridiculous, but I was making myself dinner last night, right? And I was trying to pull out like one of my oven racks, and so I don't know if you can tell, but I kind of like sort of burnt myself like right there. Actually, if I can, yeah, sort of burnt myself right there. So now I'm like, I can't believe that just happened. I mean, it's fine now. I mean, I'm obviously gonna pay attention. I mean, you know, it's gonna probably be like a scar or something, but you know, it's not, I mean, I've burned myself before. A lot of people have. So, you know, it's just one of those things like, now I'm gonna be thinking about it like all weekend, you know what I mean? It's just so frustrating. Which is a real shame too, because my day was pretty well overall. I mean, actually, no kidding, my high yesterday was just simply going to Rita's. It was. I don't know why. Don't get me wrong, I always have a great time going to Rita's. I've said this before, I'll say it again. Rita's is my happy place. But I don't know, something about like, you know what it was? Because normally when I go get Rita's, my my usual order is a large Swedish fish and a couple of free samples. This instance were the samples I had were mango, juicy pear, and cotton candy. But no kidding, earlier that day, Rita's had one of those Facebook things where like, if you take the first letter of your first name and the first letter of your last name, then you get like a new that's your flavor, right? That's your gelati flavor. Now, for those of you who don't know what gelati is, essentially they take custard, right? Some of their custard, put that in the very bottom of a cup, fill the rest of that cup up with ice, and they top it off with more custard. In a way, you can sort of say it's kind of like a parfait in that regard. Although, fun fact, when you mix that all together, you get what's called a misto. That's what happens when you mix custard with the Italian ice. Seriously, like, I'm a super fan of Rita's. I can go all day about how awesome Rita's is. In fact, I might have actually done that for a video before. But anyway, you're right. So you're probably wondering what gelati sort of flavor did I end up getting, right? So apparently, if you take the first letters of my first and last name, so N and C, based on the list that was presented in front of you, apparently my gelati is a mango nummy craver. I mean, here's the thing, I never really order gelatis because personally I'm just more there for the ice. Don't get me wrong, I love Rita's custard. I've had it before. It's very, very good. But, the ice just, I've said this before, there's a reason why the ice specifically is the dessert of my full course menu because, it's light, it's refreshing, you don't necessarily need to worry too much about, counting calories because, don't get me wrong, it's definitely sugar, but, with what else that you could possibly be eating that's, bad for you, it's very much on the low side. I'm okay with that. So, that was my high. Although, I should also say, when I got my large Swedish fish, because, don't get me wrong, I never really complained about the consistency or textures of the ice, but this one was just right today. I don't know why, but it just felt right to me. I don't know. Anyway, so, what was my act of kindness? Oh, right. Duh. Actually, I like to do, sometimes I like to spend some of the day with my grandmother. And yesterday, I took her to the hair salon. Yeah, she goes over to this one place called Bella Capelli on Market Street. So yeah, I took her to the hairdresser. It was fun. I actually know some of the hairdressers there. They're pretty cool. So yeah, all in all, it was actually a pretty good day. And yeah, I said I accidentally, burned myself in my arm, but it really is more of a minor inconvenience than anything else. So yeah, yesterday was pretty good. And let's hope the day is better. So hello and happy Saturday, everyone. All right, so it's kind of hard to gauge for one thing, I was gonna say it's kind of hard to gauge what. Sorry, I'm not post-nasal drips problems. I'm sorry. It's kind of hard to gauge what sort of weekend you're going to have, just because for the most part things are going to be on the uneventful side. I mean, for starters, I know that the weather is supposed to be pretty good. It's gonna be gonna be in the low 80s today and the low 80s tomorrow. Partly cloudy, which is good because I was actually kind of worried that it was gonna rain. Seriously, I think there was I know last Sunday it was supposed to rain, but it didn't. And I think I remember seeing something about rain in the coming days after that. I forget when it was. In fact, it may have already just happened. I didn't even realize it. But yeah, honestly, this was it should be shaping a pretty good weekend. I mean, my plans are pretty simple. I will be going to the lake, shortly after this. For the most part, everything's packed. Just got to bring my nice fancy church outfit and my toiletries. I mean, you gotta have toiletries. I mean, you can have all the clothes you want, but if you don't have anything to brush your teeth, it's gonna be bad. So, gotta make sure I pack all my toiletries. I mean, pretty simple what I bring, deodorant, toothbrushes and toothpaste, dental floss, mouthwash, Did I say deodorant? I think I said deodorant. Yeah, maybe if for whatever reason, I do have a few things on hand in case of emergencies, because, you gotta have ibuprofen in case of emergencies. What else? Oh, right, a comb. I always bring a comb with me. I actually used to bring my, there was a while where I got into the habit of bringing up my hair dryer, when, funny enough, we actually always have a hair dryer at my family's cottage on hand. It's awesome. So it's one of those things where you just never expected something Actually, I should reiterate that. Over the last couple of years, we actually decided that on hand, for in case of emergencies, we should have both dental floss and toothpaste. So, yeah, really all I do have to bring is my toothbrush and my comb. But I do like to bring it. And we don't have mouthwash at the cottage, so I always bring mouthwash. Preparedness is the key. Let's see. In terms of what's going on this afternoon, my family and I are going to church, believe it or not, at 4 o'clock in Bath, which should be interesting. I mean, we actually did this 2 weeks ago. This is when we went to the Village Tavern. I told you guys about that. So, it's likely we'll either be going to the Village Tavern again, or we'll be going to somewhere else in Hammondsport, possibly. It's up in the air. I mean, I mentioned that there are 13 best places up in Cuckoo Lake to eat, and by my count, my family and I have eaten at 4 of them. So we've eaten at Antique Inn, Switz, Lakeside, and Village Tavern. So 4. The rest would be Bully Hill, the Pleasant Valley Inn, Waterfront, Union Block Italian Bistro, Timberstone, well, man, I can't believe, I always end up missing one. Okay, so the 4 ones are so far. Antique Inn, Lakeside, Village Tavern, and the Sweats. So that's 4 so far. So Bully Hill, because that seems to be the one I always forget. So Bully Hill, the Valley Inn, the Pleasant Valley Inn, the Valley Inn's in a Branchport, the Pleasant Valley Inn's in Amsport, and there's a difference. Union Block Italian Bistro, Timberstone, oh, right. I got them already. So, yeah. Then wait, no, I don't. Hold on. In Penn Yan, there's the Wagner, Top of the Lake. Okay, I gotta start over. Man, I always end up missing this. I really always do. I know for a fact I shouldn't do. Like, unfortunately, the only way I can remember this all is if I can break it down. So, in Branchport, you have the one location, the Valley Inn. Okay, good. That's 1. So, there should be 8 in Hammondsport by my count. So, let's see. The Pleasant Valley Inn, might as well get that one out of the way. So, both valleys, I guess. Bully Hill, Union Block Italian Bistro, Timberstone, Village Tavern, Lakeside, Waterfront, and the Sweats. Thank you. So now it's the 4 that are in Penn Yan. So, Top of the Lake, Wagner, Seneca Farms, Antique Inn. Thank you. Why do I always forget? Seriously, I must have tried, every time over the years I've tried going over in my head. For the life of me, I can't figure out, there's always one I forget. It shouldn't be that hard to do. Man, it's only 13 places. 13 incredibly awesome places, but still 13 places. So, yes. So, of those 13 I just mentioned, we've eaten at the Village Tavern, Sweats, Antique Inn, and Lakeside. So, the other ones that you heard me say, we have not been to yet. But maybe we'll go to a new one tonight. Who knows? It's all up in the air. I should probably do an update on me talking about those places. Just because, when I first did that way back in 2018, I thought I did a good job of explaining. I did a good job of telling what they are, but I probably could have done a better explanation of explaining why. I'll have to see about doing that someday. The thing is, though, it'd be the sort of thing where it would either be one incredibly long video, or I would do it once per day for 13 days, which I'd rather not do that. Just because, there's lots of other stuff going on that I wouldn't need to talk about that specifically. So, I would need to see about that. But I will definitely do, sort of update, why I consider those 13 places on Keep the Link the best. And that's not to say there aren't any other bad places either, not at all. I mean, there's lots of great places I've eaten at that are not those 13 places. Burgers and Brew, I can't even think. Wise Guys Pizza, I've had Mark's Pizzeria before, China Cane, so there's definitely lots of great places there. And even if you're not really in the mood for, food, especially the Hammondsport and Penn Yan areas, there's so much for you to do. I mean, in Penn Yan, you can most definitely go to Indian Pines. It's sort of one of those, it's kind of like a farmer's market type place. It was actually really cool. Seriously, growing up though, Indian Pines the best cinnamon rolls ever. Those are really cool. Those are really good. They were packaged and you had to heat them in the microwave. Man, they were good. They were really good. Wow, that guy was being very loud. So yeah, I should probably get out on my day, get ready for some lakeside action. And with the new episode of Amphibian Night, I'm really excited for that. I hear this one's going to be big. Well, actually, it's been spoiled all over the internet as to what this episode's going to be, but I'm still really excited. Seriously, I try not to let distractions, seriously, even if I am surprised, even if like I'm spoiled by something, I still try not to let it get to me. So, yeah. Call that part of my optimism. Like, favorite, share, the subscribe button, follow me on social media, and turn on notifications on YouTube. I'm very humbled to make this video for all of you guys who are watching over today. Hopefully you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Saturday. And remember, if you guys want to talk to chat, I'm always going to be getting on the air and back. Take care and make good choices. See ya.